Hey everybody. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Like every program simultaneously crashed on me. Um, so got kind of disconnected there. So I went back a little bit and redid everything. Came back to the conversation with our racial ambassadors where we kind of left off, where we kind of got disconnected. Like I said, I have no idea what has happened. Uh, it's just editing something real quick and boom, just like that. Okay. Uh, yes. Vile usurpers.
Let me cut right to the chase, Commander, for I'm not a man who takes pride in his words, but in his pragmatism, rather. The
Pragmatism.
entire realm is under siege, and the free peoples left need a strong leader.
Okay.
One who inspires.
That's that's a noble way, I guess, to look at a leader.
You see, there may be a war going on, Commander, but that doesn't mean you don't have a realm to rule. Oftentimes, political concerns will take
Political
precedence over
concerns.
military ones, no matter how trivial they may sometimes seem in these dark times.
Well, thank you, sir.
As much as possible, where your rule has been established, everyday life must continue like it would in times of peace, and everyday life concerns itself with everyday worries. The people will look to you for guidance in these matters.
Okay.
We, as their representatives, have witnessed your triumphs with mounting awe, and have
Mounting
agreed
awe.
you are to be the one, the hero, who shall both restore the kingdom and recommence the workings of government. I therefore declare you Emperor. Long live the Emperor!
Mm-hmm.
Long live the Emperor!
Well, we have some interesting characters here. Let's talk to this imp guy.
By Grumio's gadgets, it's a pleasure indeed to shake hands with you, Commander. Your technician is my nephew, don't you know? And I am Trunculo Shortfuse, son of Trunculo Even Shorter Fuse.
Even Shorter
Praised be the
Fuse.
dragon.
So wait. He is short fuse, but his father is even shorter fuse. What do the imps bring to the table?
You want gizmos? You want imps. You want the unthinkable? You want imps. You want great, big, loud, bright fire explosions? Lords above, it's imps you want. We live for all that is new and shiny.
Hmm. He's got a big nose.
The old, we blow it up. The new, we study it for a while before we blow it up. Why? Because there's always something even newer waiting around the corner. Science, Great Dragon, never sits still. Try, investigate, experiment. And with a bit of luck, boom! Ha ha ha! A bigger bang than ever.
But we're going to destroy the technology.
On a more serious note, though, Commander, science is indeed our passion. And we hope that under your rule, we will be free to explore its limits. Damn the gods, for there are none, and damn petty morality, for it is a brake on progress. Back us, and we'll craft you miracles.
So he's saying no religion and no morality. Okay, Prospera.
By the powers vested in me by the great lizard lords, I, Prospera, endorse your newfound emperorship. Sorely we are in need of a dragon commander.
Tell me more about your kind. Edmund leaves bad tastes in my mouth.
We are not a people that make great demands, Commander. We simply hold many a thing dear without succumbing to the excess of it.
What do you mean by that?
The dwarves revere their gold to such an extent it becomes a fetish.
Mm-hmm.
Elves abide so strictly by nature they become her slaves. We like gold, for it is an economical mast. We like nature, for she sustains us. Yet none of the two we idolize.
Okay. It's a very pragmatic way to view things.
Reason and liberty, those are our bywords. Territories we defend valiantly. Territories, alas, easily encroached upon, for emperors tend to curtail them. Our ideal is therefore not a monarchy, but a republic. Think on that, Commander, as you pursue the throne.
So basically, they want me to not be the emperor.
Isn't this a world gone topsy-turvy? I've declared you emperor, and you don't even know my name. Sir Falstaff Silvervein, Commander. Born and bred neath the Emerald Mountains. There. Now that we've been acquainted, I do declare it's time for a beer.
It's time for a beer.
A prouder folk you'll ne'er meet, Commander.
Okay.
Nor a more robust one.
Supposedly.
Best allies an aspiring king can have, for our love of gold and all things precious is legendary. And gold is what an emperor needs, if it be conquest that takes his fancy. So listen when I give advice, for your economy will prosper by it.
So this is our economic advisor.
Liquid gold, of course, is another of our pride and joys. For ale a sparkle, we'd go to war. But our families, above all, Commander, are holy. Those manifold kernels that band together, and like the rings that form a chain mail, shape a society that is stout and steadfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, dwarven families grow as plenty as the grain on 1,000 wheat fields. And just like grain, it is from them that we derive the bread that nourishes civilization, and the beer that quenches its thirst.
It's a very interesting way of putting it, I suppose. So far, aside from being obviously representatives of their various races, he could be considered to be our our impish friend here could be considered to be our science advisor. Our lizard lady here is kind of our, what should we call it? Our people, the advisor of the people. I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it. Our dwarf is our economic advisor. We'll save elves here for last. I know already that our undead friend here is kind of like our religious advisor.
May the Seven be praised now that we have found our champion and our emperor. May the fire of the dragon obliterate every heretic in its way. May the light of the gods illuminate your soul.
So I have a question here. Is he supposed to be entirely a skeleton? Or is he supposed to be part zombie? Now, here's the reason I ask this. His mouth. His mouth moves not like a skeleton, but more like a zombie. Yet he appears to be made of bone entirely. Except right here, it looks almost like the jawbone is not quite correct. It looks more fleshy around the edges, to me at least. And then, yeah, the way his teeth move here is not, is a bit strange.
The highest. We are the chosen of the Seven, Commander. We are those that have known death, have walked its black shores, but then have been restored to life.
Uh-huh.
You think you are alive now, Commander, but you are not. You are but in the phase of flesh. Yet if you are devout and sweat in service of the Seven, you too, after the Dark Mother has lulled you to sleep, may be plucked from the dales of shadow and given the perpetuity of the bone.
Perpetuity of the bone. See, by that, I would guesstimate he's supposed to actually fully be a skeleton.
Do well by the gods, Commander, and you'll do well by us, as well as all in the realm. We have many proposals to that effect, which I will bring before you in due time. So say I, Yorick, humble servant of the Seven.
Mm-hmm. And finally, my own people, the elves.
Honored to meet you, Commander. I am Oberon, envoy of the elves, ambassador of the beasts, spokesman of plants, here in the hope that our new emperor will treat majestic Rivellon with the reverence she deserves, even in these times of frightful war.
So he's kind of like our natural interior advisor. See, he's got no lungs, right? Why does he have a cough?
Well, Commander, if elves were the only race to have become what they misnomer civilized, this globe and all upon it would exist in a paradise of such perfection, the gods need not create for us a heaven. Such, alas, is the fiction, not the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Others, less scrupulous in the handling of natural beauty, have risen to prominence. They hack and mine, blast, drain, and usurp. As much as we can, we condemn and attempt to stop their misguided endeavors. We are the Green Mothers, unwavering paladins, and it is our fondest desire you, Commander, will join our ranks.
Well, I do have a predilection to you guys for reasons. However, you know, you are elves in a fictional game, and you have biases that do not reflect the actual things that we elves believe. So there's going to be some difference here between what you want and what is actually what elves do.
Defend nature, and defend the little man, for they will in turn defend you. A happy people, one with the wilds, will fight for its country with redoubled zeal. To that effect, I hope we'll have your backing.
We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But first, let's conquer some more land. Okay. So, let's put these armors in our transport ship. We're going to keep this one trooper here to defend this territory just in case they decide to be a little funky with it. We're going to sell this building. And we're going to build another gold mine here, because that's got some good income now with gold. We take our transport 1, 2. We can only go 2 spaces, so with a transport. So let's go there. We have a trooper there. Okay, let's pull. Do they have any more transports? Not at the moment, at least. So let's take our troopers. Let's move the hunters over here. Pull the troopers over here. Both of them. They can't get a... No, they do have a transport right here. He's in this zone. So hold off that there. What kind of cards do we have? We have no cards to play at the moment. We have primarily elven territory here. Let us buy some more troopers. We can only buy up to 4 troops right now. Well, we can only buy 2 because we only have enough gold for 2. That's fine. We're gonna keep one of these hunters here for now. To act as a defense for this zone for the moment. Okay, they're going to there. That's good. Let them do that. Ah, the Dragon Knight declared Emperor. Oh, hello, Edmund.
What a sorry excuse for a general Henry is. Drunk as a dwarf again, going on and on about his lost arm. The more liquor disappears down his throat, the more he can still feel it. Wish he had a phantom tongue instead of a phantom limb. The place would be so much quieter.
Oh boy. Having debacles between our generals already. Let's go back to the engineering bay. Anything interesting for you to add to our situation? Not at the moment. The next thing we want to try and grab is the ironclad for sea-based battles in the future. So let's go to the bar and figure out what's going on here.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
How do you think the war is going?
If you weren't a dragon, we wouldn't stand a chance. So buckle up, Commander. For our endeavor stands or falls with you.
Uh-huh, what about your fellow generals?
If you wish. Anyone in particular?
General
He's in a
Edmund.
class of his own, there's no doubt about it. A brilliant mind, but in my opinion, a flawed one as well. He styles himself as superior to everyone else, and that would be just fine if he weren't a man. Or a bigot.
Uh-huh. In my opinion, pot calling the kettle black, but hey.
I have many friends and enemies that are dwarves or elves or imps, and never have I seen evidence the one is inherently more smart or stupid than the other. In Edmund's mind, though, we are all on par with cattle, which is simply infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish. Anyone in particular?
What about Henry?
General Henry is the typical man who thinks of himself as an alpha male, whereas he is, of course, an alpha mongrel. He has the refinement of an inbred orc, and the manners to match, but he is a more than adequate officer once the trumpets herald war. Indeed, if he were a bit less brazen and a bit more calculated in his conduct, he might well come to rival Eerie Edmund.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish. Anyone, she could stand to be a bit more ladylike in her ways, and many consider her resistance to authority counterproductive in a military setting. But she's wily as a wizard, and tough as mithril nails. Don't ask me why, but I have the feeling she's a troubled girl somehow. A girl, yes, hardly a woman as yet. None of my business, of course. She is here, and she's willing to fight for Rivellon. That's all that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Sup, Commander?
Shall we be victorious?
Don't really know, Commander. I certainly hope so, but we've a long way to go yet. About whom, Commander? Bit stuck up, ain't she?
Yes.
That's what a royal title will do to you. She used to be a proper queen and everything, with an entire country at her beck and call. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Me? I don't care for any of that rot. You got nothing. You got nothing to lose.
I guess so.
About whom, Commander? Shifty son of a bitch, isn't he? Acting all high and mighty all the time, calling imps idiots, dwarfs dullards, that sort of thing. Makes you wonder if there's a single thing he's not intolerant of.
Perhaps.
About whom, Commander? Excellent chap, that one. Likes his jokes dirty and his liquor plenty. 2 peas in a pod, me and him. Well, on and off, that is. Can fight like a demon unleashed as well. Best to have him on our side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Henry, what you
Well,
got?
well, well, the Dragon Commander himself. Come, sit, drink with me. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. He's had a few too many.
Perhaps.
But you'd take to the right too if you had an imp apparatus for an arm. Never told you how I came by this eyesore, did I?
True, I don't think you did.
'Twas during the great and glorious last stand to save the Empire. Horseshit. We fought like lions so that the king, your bloody father, could scarper with what riches he could hold. But my soldiers did their duty. They died where they stood, and I was left for dead. Want of an eye and an arm.
An eye and an arm.
Not that any of it mattered. The king's head was shown decorating a stake, like star crowns will the pines come midwinter night. Defeat. Bah! Luckily, a touch of the malt can relieve its bitter taste.
Despite your dislike of my father, you stood your ground and did your duty.
You have the respect of Maxos, and that certainly speaks in your favor. But you'll need to come a long way yet to prove unto me you're not just another pampered prince he yanked away from his mother's teat. So what'll you have then? Mead or milk?
Do dragons nurse in that manner? I don't think they do. I don't know for certain, though. Perhaps in this setting they do. I'm a half-human.
Commander, it is imperative that we should win the war. For our enemies are godless heathens in need of annihilation. To hasten this process, I therefore propose we introduce conscription. For why have young, able-bodied men sit around or do menial tasks when they could be serving in your armies instead?
Wow. Should we enforce conscription? I, obviously, being the one to propose it, they are in favor of doing so. Let us see what the dwarves think.
Conscription may have somewhat of an ill ring to it, Commander, but it might be worth consideration nonetheless. There's not a dwarf that won't take up his axe for the Empire, but elves! A three-fingered man could number their volunteers on one hand. Time to get these weaklings into shape.
So you're saying the elves wouldn't be conscripted, or wouldn't volunteer? So the elves or the dwarves are also for it, excuse me.
I don't think conscription is a very good idea, Commander. Not only should a life of soldiery be an individual's choice rather than an obligation, but by drafting so many young men into the army, you're draining our economical reserves. So please don't forget your political obligations because of your military ones.
That's a sensible take. She is against it. What about you, imps?
Here's an imp's perspective, Commander. More soldiers equals bigger battles, and bigger battles equals more explosions. Win-win. Granted, it's a bit of a simplistic perspective, but imps will have their fun, you know.
So you're kind of for it. You're for it, you're for it. She's against it.
Commander, even the most peace-loving elf won't deny that in these dark times of war, allowances have to be made which we would otherwise condemn. Conscription, though, goes too far. Let those that wish to fight for our cause do so, but let's not force men away from their families if they feel it is their duty to stand by them.
A fair assumption. Well, personally, I do not agree with mandatory military service. I believe it should be a voluntary thing, so I will not institute conscription.
Your refusal is no more than an encouragement, a celebration even of cowardice. Those who do not step up for the glory of the gods by themselves should have been forced to do so.
I disagree with that, but okay.
Thank you for disagreeing with Yorick, Commander. War is a demanding mistress, and if we give her all she wants, we shall lose our humanity in the process.
If no conscription means there will remain more dwarves in the army than there are elves, I hope we'll be duly recompensed, Commander. We fight so that they may tend to their bloody vegetable gardens in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I must say, though, I was surprised Falstaff didn't pull the economy card like I did. Conscription might well have drafted some of his precious brewing masters into the military. If those were killed, entire dwarven nations would revolt.
True. Unless he has a way to have them dodge the draft, so to speak.
Commander, here was me agreeing with one of Yorick's proposals, and still you disagree. You won't see an opportunity to please both imps and undead pop up again in a hurry.
Perhaps. But no conscription. We shall fight this war with those who wish to fight alongside of us. Alright, let's get, can we get just, no. Okay, load, unload. Hunters. 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 Keep one trooper here for defense. Nope, no cards to be played. Purchase units. What units shall we purchase here? Let's grab, with 21 gold, let's grab another hunter and an armorer. We can only build 2 here, so hey, that's something. We have 7 gold remaining. Let's grab 2 troopers. 2 more troopers. And really, +1 research is not very good here. It's not bad, but it's not very good. It'll be much better over here. Neither of these are very good territories. So we'll probably take this one here. Actually, we might go 1-2. Just to take both these territories. And maybe turn this one into a gold mine. There's a war factory up there. But don't quote me on that. No to conscription. Our general's actions, enhanced engines, armors. Your populace's motivation has increased by 10%. Our luck has decreased by 2%. Hello, Prospera. Why are you here?
Fire upon Edmund's pride, Commander. The Lizard Lords have granted him the honor of representing our mighty military on a diplomatic mission of utter import, and he gets his knickers in a twist because it comes with a spot of sacrament alien to our ways.
Mm-hmm.
I should think it would be good fun to attend an imp ceremony. Something is bound to blow up. Isn't that what the generals normally like?
But he thinks himself superior to everybody. What do you think?
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
Nothing. Never mind.
I must say, I don't envy Edmund, Commander. He's to bow and scrape afore an imp of all things. If 'twere any other general, I'd publicly protest. But that conceited tosser deserves to kiss dust once in a while. Remind him he walks the earth just like the rest of us. Well, except you, perhaps.
Uh-huh.
Sup, Commander?
You have nothing new to say, Scarlet.
Imps, Commander. Are they not truly the lowliest of all the races?
Wow.
Were it not for the hint of demon cunning in their blood, we most probably wouldn't speak to them as much as serve them for supper with a series of seasonal stuffings. As it is, however, the Lizard Lords have deemed it fit to strengthen the military cooperation between ourselves and those demoniacal dewdrops.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's hear some more about your opinions about these people.
I'd exhale an existential sigh upon the hearing of such folly, yet give it no further thought but for one devilish detail in the treaty. It is I, as our foremost general, who must, quite literally, stoop to inspect their armies. An impish high priest will be present, figures fit for farce that are greeted and received with ridiculous amounts of highly ritualized protocol.
But you are a sophisticated person. You will surely love highly ritualized protocol.
As Henry might say, Commander, I'd rather lick marmalade from an orc's behind than bow to an imp. My very reason for currying your draconic benevolence at this hour. Certainly I have your blessing to abstain from these grotesque formalities and tend to business rather than etiquette.
Uh-huh. I don't care if they have you jumping through hoops. He needs to be taken down a couple pegs. If a courtesy is demanded, you must deliver upon it. Such are the rules of diplomacy.
Your wish, my command, et sorry cetera. But if there indeed be hoops, the snapping of little necks will be added to the ritual.
You know what? Shut up. You are a pompous prick at the moment. Oh, we can afford to get our ironclads here. Yes, there we go. So we should probably grab the ironclad revelation next, I think. Alright, thanks for Grumio. What kind of cards do we have? We have Dragon Powers. Ooh. Genocide, that's bad. Warlock Mercenaries, Advanced Grenadiers, Advanced Armorers. We're only going to take 2. Both of those. You're going to come here and unload. Uh-huh, 21 unit. 21 gold to spend on units. I think we should probably spend one on ironclad. That'll control the seas for us. And then we'll grab another armor. We stick it here and we'll basically control the seas on this map. Basically, not entirely. How many troopers do we have? We just moved 2 more into there. So let's take these troopers into here. We'll capture this territory this turn. Go to the battle. Let's spend that, and I'm gonna go. Upon activate, you're trying to do 100% more damage to dragons, medium and heavy armor units. Considering that we have hunters, this might be a good grab in this battle. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. We didn't even consider what the map looked like for this one.
Let's get this dance of death started.
Oh, this is this map. This map is complicated.
There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. We're out of recruits, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. The Emperor shows us the way. Construction in progress.
Do.
Battle Forge completed.
Should turn this one to a Battle Forge too.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Pay me in blood. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Recruitment Citadel completed.
Need more recruits.
Anything for the Empire. The grave be their destiny.
Hunters coming in.
There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Battle Forge completed. Construction underway, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander.
Let's use a couple shamans. This little power balance here.
All factory completed. Be on guard, Commander. Enemy hunters are about to be deployed. troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Don't be pushy. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Everybody lies, even dying people. Losing ground, sire. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
Steal this recruitment citadel.
They tell me enemy grenadiers have been issued with imp binoculars. The Emperor shows us the way. Enemy grenadiers have been equipped with enhanced explosives. So the enemy is employing shamans now. Well, that's no good.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Constructed to fight.
Picking up their scent.
Trooper ready to march. Losing ground, sire.
Losing ground.
Recruitment citadel completed. What's the medical emergency? There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
There'll be trophies on your wall.
Catch as catch can.
Yeah. Victory is ours. Victory is ours. That territory is now ours. To impish humility, they'll tell you to roll over, you roll over. Two transports and devastators. Alright, Catherine now wants to talk to us.
It would seem Edmund has come back from his inspection duties among the imp armies already. I had expected tales of mayhem to precede his reappearance. In fact, I bet Henry the lizards and imps would be at war as soon as he set foot among them. But no. All the better, of course. Though a little disappointing.
Uh-huh. Alright, so we got 11 research now. What do we grab here? We can grab 2 basic techs. Nothing we really want here at the moment. So what about advanced techs here? We could give sea mines to ironclads. But I think we'll give Hunter's Revelation here. Especially if we start facing off against warlocks. That'll be important. Because the warlocks have a cloaking ability. To the bar!
What a win you scored, Commander. Wish I were a dragon sometimes, to burn and battle like you.
Our victory was so complete, I can taste it. You did well by us, Commander.
Thank you. Alright, Trinculo.
Frightfully boring folk, those lizards, Commander. That general of yours held our high priest hostage with board games and chatter. Our engineers built a great tower just to blow it up again. A great gift for the envoy of our allies. But did he come and watch? No. Preferred conversation to combustion. What a nincompoop.
Commander, no doubt you rejoice at my swift return from the land of imps, that borough of blight, that cyst in civilization. Returned have I to more glorious heights. The gods I'd thank if I believed in any.
Okay. You don't seem to have been humbled at all.
Do forgive me if I appear exceptionally smug today, but I was very flattered, you see, to witness how my reputation precedes me even into the very crevices of the world. The imps had heard of my approach and my modicum of resentment for their rituals. I was therefore pleasantly surprised to be greeted with a cordial handshake no more.
Aha.
Yes, he was rather an agreeable chap, as a matter of fact. The High Priest, I mean. After the military inspection, we played chess and talked philosophy the night through. It goes without saying I won every game and lacerated his logic like an eagle its prey. But he was not as devoid of all intellect as I had expected his entire species to be. A comforting thought, somehow, knowing you trust them to strap explosive engines to your back.
True. I do have a jetpack, after all. Not sure that's the best way to go about exploring the situation, but okay.
Commander, I am pleading here today on behalf of a dwarven miner who was cruelly left to his fate by his own kindred. An incident in the mines cost him his leg, and he is too poor to pay for a proper prosthetic one. Henry, your own general, could afford impish machinery, but the dwarves, who easily could as well, will not provide for their stricken fellow. Well, I say they should. Indeed, the state should. We can. So why not do so?
So what is your proposal here? Institute government healthcare. Oh boy. Big topic of debates here. Big topic debates right off the go. Alright, Mr. Yorick, what do you think?
Just like diseases, accidents are simply punishments from the gods. If this misbegotten dwarf lost a leg, he probably took the Seven's names in vain, or forgot to say a prayer before dinner, and they saw it fit to make him attentive of his sin. Paying for his convalescence would be tantamount to forgiving his trespass, which only the gods have the least to do.
Okay, so he says, no, we shouldn't do this. Put simply, I disagree with his philosophy, for his rationale here, too. What do you think? I mean, he is a dwarf, after all. What do you think, Mr. Falstaff?
If the state should pay for each and every work accident, for every broken nail and broken leg, we'll be paying through the nose. And it's your finances that'll be crippled. Mark my words, Commander. Listen to that bleeding heart elf, and the treasury will bleed the more for it.
So, he does make a fair point. It is a drain on the economy. What do you think, Prospero?
Oberon's tale is a shocking one, Commander. If this miner suffered such a dreadful injury while working, then the mining corporation in charge should pay for his treatment. And if they won't or cannot, then yes, the nation should.
She's in favor. But I agree with the sentiment that the corporation should.
There are more with a prosthetic limb than without among us imps. Comes with the territory, I suppose. All those volatile war machines. Most of our top inventors have more metal than meat to them. And of course, it's only fair the government chips in where they can.
Pro. Anti. Both sides have their merit. Really, I would say actually she's kind of more. Well, yes, she. If this were a straight yes or no, yes, she's clearly more of the yes, but she's kind of more of like a neutral yes, rather than a. And he doesn't have a ton of opinion on the matter. Really, he's kind of more like a neutral yes too. What is our situational being here. We're not in too much favor with the imps at the moment. Or the undead. We're slightly in favor with the elves and the lizards. So we gained some from the imps. But we lose a little bit more dwarves and a bit more undead. Obviously. Let's go with a positive.
People deserve a kind emperor and a generous one too. You are both, Commander.
And I'm not exactly doing it as a kindness. But
So then you do forgive, and you do what is the prerogative of the Seven. Remember pride and fall, Commander. It's a long way down from the Raven.
are you threatening me, Ambassador?
But this will cost us millions! Once word gets out, every lazy bones in the land will feign a headache and cash a handout. This is insanity!
There will be people that exploit it, yes. But I do think it's... There will be people that exploit it. And there could be enough that would actually lead to me saying no to it. But I'm more of the opinion. You see, I don't exactly like these yes or no options that they give you for these decisions. I feel like there should be like a neutral one. You know, one that you could like say, sort of like maybe like a sort of yes or a sort of no answer. Which is funny because I actually hate those kinds of questions on surveys. Because I don't feel they like accurately reflect things.
This decision will endear you in the hearts of many, and shame the dwarves for the neglect of their own brother. All in all, I'd say this has been a productive day.
Thanks, Commander. Took about 100 imps a hand and a foot to get your jetpack in working order. So paying for a couple of metal fingers and toes is the least you can do in return, wouldn't you say?
Don't know if I exactly like his attitude about the situation. But, yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Let's build a academy here. More science. Let's put the ironclad here. Armor will come here and move into this territory. Let's just move in. Hunters, go. Armors, go. How many troopers do we have? We only have 2 troopers here. We're only going to move 1. We're going to leave 1 behind here. And we'll move 2 troopers in from that territory. Perfect. Then we'll buy only 3. Only 1 trooper here. Put that one in the ship. Let us go to battle. Our forces outweigh him. Devastators, let's hold on to all these cards. I didn't look at the map again. Oh boy. Alright, right clicking is dodge. Oh, this is the tiny map.
All is ours for the taking.
You found me, did you?
Actually, I want you guys to come up the back
We'll
here.
crush them one leg at a time.
You're gonna build me that.
Construction underway, Commander.
Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
Construction in progress. We're out of recruits, Commander. Construction underway, Commander.
Big guy coming through.
We're under attack, but we will hold our ground. Reinforcements requested. Your unit will soon be ready. Anti-ground turret completed. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Doctors in the house. We need more recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. Construction in progress.
Basically, we already won. We took out all their forces.
Enemy shamans can shield their allies. Better take them out before they can do so. Recruitment citadel completed. Construction underway, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. War factory completed. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Field duty, eh? Battle forge completed. Doctors in the house. Constructed to fight.
Hunters off the leash.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy.
Without a trace.
Trooper ready to march. The grave be their destiny. Constructed to fight.
Like the wind. On the trail. Like the wind.
The Emperor's enemy is my enemy.
On the trail.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Go, I'll cover your retreat. Ha ha ha.
The Emperor shows us the way.
hunt for your glory.
Don't be pushy.
No, it's a trap! Why am I being hunted here?
I will drench their torn banner in blood.
Victory is ours. Ha 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 ha. We didn't even lose anybody. General has pleasant chat with Im Shaman. Every cripple gets his day, even if it costs the treasury dearly. Emperor must be a woman. Naval units can produce a 50% discount. 5 less gold per turn. Thieves have been eyeing the treasury. Oh boy.
When Catherine is out of sorts, there seems to be no escaping her ire, Commander. I do understand her, though. For whilst equality among the civilized races is not to be found, I do uphold that women are every bit as capable as men, provided they are lizards.
Oh. Do you?
Typical of Catherine to get miffed over money. I don't care what they pay me as long as I get to brawl and booze.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes, what a vixen! Can't dear old Cathy be happy with the wages she gets? Not like she has to cook or clean.
Oh boy.
Listen here, Commander, for I have a matter of great import that I should like to bring to your attention. In the realm I ruled, that rule was absolute, as was that of my vassals, women all, of course. We concerned ourselves with matters of mastery and the mind. Men with all things menial, according to the natural order.
Mm-hmm. And...
On this ship, however, I find myself trapped amid so many cocks of the walk, the one more swollen with self-importance than the next, only to discover these pompous windbags actually earn more wages than Scarlet, Prospera, or I do.
Okay.
If anyone, it is we of the superior sex who should sooner receive more silver and gold than those of the savage variety. You'll set right this iniquity, Commander, and you'll do it now.
Uh-huh. So, you see, this demanding of this is not so simple. Yet they oversimplify this argument here in this game. Uh-huh. How long have everyone, all 4 of you, been generals? Who has the better record? Clearly, you do not have a very good record because you fell to my father. As good of a record. Of course, Henry fell in battle defending my father, so, you know, there's one strike against both of them. You know, it's very difficult. And I don't like the way that she's going about demanding it and insisting on superiority simply because of one's sex.
You'd have me beg, would you? Perhaps you're one of those, petty and puny, in need of power to perform. Forget it, Commander. I won't give you this satisfaction. Run a chauvinist ship if you must, but I'll not debase myself for the likes of you. Now leave me be.
She needs to be knocked down several pegs too, but whatever. What do we have here? Let's give shamans a new ability for when we use them. We'll go to the bridge. Now we do have decent territory here. We have 4, 5, and 3. Now if we throw everybody at this capital, what do they have? 5 troopers, 1 hunter, 1 grenadier. Let's buy... Let's buy 3 troopers here to defend this territory. Then we'll march all 3 of those troopers into the battle. Because we're going to take this capital, which will mark the end of this section of the campaign. As soon as we take it, I should say. Keep the ironclad here. And go. Army advances in. Of course, they'll build more to reinforce the area. I shall be attending this battle. What does our map here look like? Okay, perfect. We need to... I think we'll be out here, so we need to cut them off here. Let's give our armorers faster movement here. Boom.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
I will drench
You
their
guys
torn banner in
go.
blood.
You 3, go here.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
You 3, go here.
Let's get this dance of
And
death
you
started.
3, and come out
The
here
Emperor
too.
shows us the way. Construction in progress.
Like the wind, picking up their scent. On their trail. On their trail. Like the wind.
Battle forge completed.
I don't have any transports to claim this one, which really sucks.
We'll crush them one leg at a time. Anything for the Empire.
And that one we don't have to build.
It'll be built in a jiffy. The Emperor shows us the way. Anything for the Empire. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Construction underway, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Recruitment Citadel completed. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. War factory completed. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. Not enough recruits to turn into a dragon, Commander.
We're getting pinned here. This world lies ready, waiting for its death.
Show me my prey.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. I will stand until my last breath. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Let's get this dance of death started.
You're blowing my cover.
Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander.
Who will break? Who will bend?
Trooper ready to march. That's impossible, Commander. Reinforcements requested. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
No, it's a trap.
I'm going.
I got my license to kill.
Losing ground, sire.
Get us out of here, Commander!
There's an interesting case.
Attack their capital.
Your unit will soon be ready.
We don't have enough support.
Your instructions, Commander.
Victory will be ours in 2 seconds. Victory! We took their capital. That's the way we do it. We didn't even lose anybody in the attack. We've conquered the capital and stole all their belongings. +6 gold, +6 tech. The wages she deserves. Accused of sexism. Of course it is the case. Go figure. Free naked dragon poster inside. Oh dear.
Commander, the war is displacing a great many people, and thus the influx of a great many foreigners into the realm is inevitable. Many of them are driven to crime by want or ill will. To that effect, I propose that if a foreigner is found guilty of an offense, He or she should be deported immediately. Delinquency is on the rise, and we need a few effective deterrents to curb its proliferation.
Mm-hmm. Deport foreign criminals. What do you say?
Foreign criminals seem to abound like sand on the beach these days, Commander. Let's be rid of them, like Falstaff suggests. In fact, the sea would be as good a border as any to make them cross. Yes, let them drown for their misdeeds.
Okay.
Many criminals inhabit our realm, Commander. Such is the unpleasant reality. Some of them are domestic, some of them are foreign. Punish them when they are caught, but do not make the distinction.
Do not make the distinction.
Oberon and I are of the same mind in this matter, Commander. Deportation just seems a bit excessive. And I very much doubt it's the structural solution Sir Silvervein hopes it to be.
Why?
No, Commander. Falstaff has it all wrong. We imps force foreign convicts to do all sorts of dirty and dangerous jobs. Why deport when we can make them drudge?
I don't believe in that. We're not doing so great with the undead and the imps and the dwarves right now. We'll lose some support with the imps, we'll gain some with the undead and the dwarves.
Capital, Commander. Let others provide for this petty riffraff. We'll have none of them no more. Solves jail overcrowding, too. We're killing 2 burglar birds with 1 stone here.
I'm not saying that any of the decisions are necessarily the right ones, or things that governments should take in the world. Just to clarify, if anybody starts having opinions.
Wonderful. Let's organize ferries to Shark Point. Once deported there, there's no way these vermin will ever make it back to our 7 blessed shores.
I think you're setting a dangerous precedent, Commander. Associate foreign with criminal, and you'll give rise to all kinds of mischief.
You see, he's equating words together. We're saying criminals that are foreigners, because that is what they are, should go bye-bye. Not saying foreigners are criminals. Saying criminals that are foreigners. Difference between the two.
Your call, Commander. But don't come crying to me if vigilantes sprout like mushrooms and start dispensing their own unique brand of justice.
She doesn't want Batman.
This is sheer folly, Commander. Now we'll have to use domestic scallywags to do all the nasty chores. That's like discrimination in reverse.
I don't even know what he's just has an opinion on there. Okay. What's our map look like? Do we have to I thought we just had to conquer the capitals. Guess maybe we have to conquer all the locations. Anyway. We forgot to check our research here. What can we get from the advanced tree right now? Let's grab the armor ability. Let's grab the iron. Well, oh no, wait. Let's grab transports here. And let's grab transport minesweepers. And then let's buy some units here. Let's see, how many troopers do we have? We have 3. Sell this building. Build a gold mine here. We'll move 2 troopers here. We'll move 2 troopers here. We'll buy some 2 transports. Or 3 transports. And some more troopers. We just took over this one. Nice. I'll just have the army fight this one. They have a 1% chance of winning. There we go. We did lose 1 trooper though. Bummer. Ah, there we go.
And so it came to pass that the Dragon Prince was initiated in the ways of war, and caught the attention of his siblings. Whereas the prince had been but a flea in his half-brother Carthan Axehand's coat, the dread Decapitator now took full notice of what turned out to be a dragon, and so in turn did the others. Yes, it was in the heartland of Rivellon that the war would be decided between the last of Sigurd's children. Carthan remained a threat, as did his sister Sybil the Silent, who had cut out her own tongue a long time ago to stop the voices in her head from babbling. And then there was Farran the Fleshless, who was convinced he wasn't human at all, but rather an undead, which he would demonstrate by slicing the flesh from his body. Such was the crazed company the Dragon Prince would have to fight. Such were the terrors he would have to overcome. And the way he did so is still studied by all strategists in Rivellon today.
Battle moves to heart of the kingdom. All factions rally behind the dragon. Mass deportation of 4 criminals underway. Sabotage Devastators.
I have news for you, Commander. Great, grave, or gratifying. I'll leave its interpretation to you. The fact of the matter is your victories have gone far from unnoticed. That much you knew. But they have also gone a long way toward uniting a shattered realm.
A shattered realm?
It has therefore been announced that you are to marry, for that will bolster the populace's spirit and cement your power as emperor. Soon the finest princesses in the land will be here, bidding for your hand in marriage.
Oh boy. Well, I think we'll skip this conversation for now. We just finished Act 1. So I think in the next stream that we do of this game, Dragon Commander, we'll pick up here. We'll resume at I guess the start of this conversation. And we'll talk about princesses. I'm going to get married. Isn't that exciting? All right. Let's go over to our... before we go to the forest. There we go. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, it's just checking the status of the game. All right. So that is all for today, everybody. Oh gosh. Yes, that is all for today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm sorry about the weird split. I have no idea what happened. I was just adjusting my mic a little bit, and suddenly everything went wild. So excuse the two-parter towards this play. And thank you so much for coming. I will see you guys again tomorrow. We'll be doing another one of our D&D theory crafting of a party based on popular VTubers. I have an idea. I've been thinking about this next group for a little bit, and I'm excited to theory craft them out. So I will see you guys tomorrow for that. Until then, everybody, take care, stay safe, all that wonderful stuff. My name is Flizza. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.